My name is Ruxandra Popescu. I am an XR director and VR artist. I am also the main creator of Pepitos, the Beak Saga, which is an immersive storybook suitable for all ages. This project was created entirely in VR from start to finish, and it is an original IP. The story follows Pepitos as he is introduced to the real magic of his universe, and he learns about making difficult choices. I personally was very keen on turning this story into an immersive experience because I believe VR to be the best medium for conveying a sense of magic, wonder, and fantasy, which was so intrinsic to the world-building process. Pepitos is meant to be resilient and friendly, so his design was inspired by succulent plants. Rich and vibrant in color, and generally soft-looking and round-shaped. His childhood would have been defined by scarcity and struggle, so there is always a fear with him of having to live that way again. Similarly, Pri was designed as a counterpart to Pepitos to emphasize how, even though they look alike on the outside, their individual choices regarding the beaks are different. The overall golden palette and the bright sunshine highlights in her design reflect her mission. She represents hope within this universe. In the experience, we see Pri through the eyes of Pepitos twice, and each time her looks are distorted by his assumptions of her. The first time, Pepitos is completely enamored with Pri, so we see her much brighter, sparklier, and shinier than she is. However, later in the story, she is depicted as this evil queen on a path to power and world domination. Robobeak's design was probably one of the trickiest to nail down. He is represented by the square shape, and he undergoes a dramatic, life-altering change. He starts off as a trash bot, so the body was designed to be functional. All that changes with the power of the beak though. While there are still elements of him that persist through this transformation, such as a general clunkiness, he becomes shiny and sleek with broad shoulders and a head shape inspired by jet engines. The world Pepitos builds around himself using the beak is lush and green and full of life. There is no evil or danger in this little bubble, so everything is bright and soft and round. Robobeak comes from a planet built and populated entirely by robots. This world had to reflect the crushing loneliness he feels, so we have this air that looks dusty and almost grimy. Everything is grey and dull and sort of square-shaped. Even his design is meant to look like he was built for a bright future that never happened. Pri's environment has the markers of a precious crystal. This is meant to highlight her family's privileged status within the ecosystem of her planet, especially when compared with the other places we see in this experience. Pepitos the Beak Saga is meant to be a rounded narrative with elements of fun and playfulness and story beats that raise an important point about something we all experience in our lives, making difficult choices and understanding that the consequences of those choices do not exist in a vacuum, but impact those around us as well. It was also important that we had no one villain. The characters take turns in becoming the resisting force in each section, because part of the message of the Beak Saga is that we all have the potential of becoming adversarial or heroic. The sound and music in this VR experience help get those points across through a harmonious blend of instruments and ambience that truly bring this fantasy universe to life. Overall, we see the importance of teamwork and how love and friendship can influence the way we make choices, which can ultimately be a beautiful thing.